tuning in. Welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV. Of course, it's your super host at Dennis Keton.
Emily Edwin.
And we're here, of course, in match week 3, of course, or should we call it match day 3 for the Champions League. Yesterday night on Tuesday, we had some games which were played, and of course, we had some highlighters. Surprises happens, and we saw different games which actually amazed us. So, as you can see on your screen, those are the results of all the matches which were played yesterday. But I think we will pick like one or two and just express our opinions on that. So, Pogba, which match caught your attention yesterday?
Well, it's like all the matches. Although the teams that some teams lost undeservedly and some teams won deservedly. So this is what we expect in the Champions League. Actually, the beauty in football.
Okay. So what Pogba is trying to avoid to tell you is Arsenal lost. Arsenal squandered some chances which costed them bitterly. So they lost 2-1. On the flip side, their neighbors, of course, Manchester United also, they love losing 3-2 for some reasons. So they also lost 3-2 to Galatasaray. Then on the other hand, Napoli lost at home to Real Madrid by 3 goals to 2 again. Once again, Bellingham was impressive. He scored a goal. Then there was a sensational goal which was scored by your guy, the third goal for Real Madrid. Valverde scored what a screamer.
That's my guy.
But overall, it was a good game. So straight to it. Let's jump to tonight's fixture on Wednesday. So we have many games today, of course, 8 games. Today we are dwelling with group E, F, G, and H. So that is where I welcome Pogba to take us through.
Well, yesterday the English brothers really failed us. They were all beaten. They all lost. So we are today group E, F, G, H. We expect the other English brothers to at least put in a show. So straight into the group E, and as you can see also on your screen, group E, we have 2 games. We have Atletico Madrid playing against Feyenoord. We have Antwerp playing against we have Celtic playing against Lazio. So it's Atletico, Feyenoord, Celtic, and Lazio group E. So straight Atletico de Madrid against Feyenoord.
Atletico Madrid, as they are facing Feyenoord. Remember, the leaders of this group are Feyenoord. Feyenoord have 3 points. Atletico drew in their last match, so they really Diego Simeone's boys must make a comeback, and they really must make a statement in this game. Having seen how Feyenoord fared, they fared pretty well in their last match. That means that they are not just an easy team to push away. So Atletico Madrid, if they are going to win tonight, they really need to have to dig deeper in their pockets. But if you ask me, I feel like this is going to be a very deep and very tough game. So I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
Well, Feyenoord, they are very much determined considering the fact that they are leading the group. So that will be their motivation tonight. I can see it will not be a surprise. So I can see them winning against Atletico de Madrid. So I'm going with Feyenoord to win this game by 3-1. Diego. On the same group, we have Celtic playing against Lazio. Celtic, they drew with Atletico Madrid. So this match, since they will be at home, do you see any hopes for them playing against Lazio?
Trust you me, I will be favoring Lazio in this game because I'm not impressed with how Celtic are playing currently.
Me too.
I know they are the champions of Scotland, but I feel like Lazio will be putting in a spirited fight away. So I'm actually going with the Italian boys to win tonight. So 2-1 for me.
Well, I'm going with Lazio to beat these people. Now things are 3-3-3, so I'm going with 3-1 in favor of Lazio. On to Group F. Also on Group F, we have 2 matches. Borussia Dortmund playing against AC Milan. Newcastle United from England playing against PSG from France. So Borussia Dortmund playing against AC Milan. PSG are leading this group.
Correct, with 3 points.
With 3 points.
Yes.
This one is the group of death. So the hardest group. So Borussia will be at home welcoming AC Milan.
Borussia versus AC Milan. Of course, we saw Federico Leao scoring in the previous match. So as they are going to be facing Dortmund here in Germany, I feel like Dortmund boys needs to wake up and they really need to bag their 3 points officially tonight. They lost to PSG by 2 goals to nil. And they displayed a good football, but of course in that game PSG were clinical and they were little and they took their chances, and that is what made them to be able to win. So tonight Dortmund need to be very careful and they need to be clinical. So Brandt and team, you have to showcase how good you are. So today I will be favoring the yellow boys, the BVB, to be able to beat this team. Which team is this again?
AC.
To beat AC Milan. Though AC Milan, I love the way you play, but a lot needs to be done in your defense. So yeah, so 3-1.
Well, last time AC Milan played against Newcastle, they lost a couple, okay, not a couple, but most of the chances, so which means they're not clinical enough. Since they'll be playing against Borussia, who lost to PSG, Borussia will try to make a comeback. So again, I'm going with 3-1 in favor of BVB, that is Borussia Dortmund. On the same group, Newcastle United now will be at home after losing to AC Milan. They are coming back home now to grab or to hand points from the boys from France, PSG.
Yesterday, the English boys disappointed us. So today, we hope that the English boys will be back at it to actually give us at least some happiness in this. So as Newcastle will be facing PSG, I don't want to lie that it's going to be an easy game, but it's going to be a tall order. But the fact that Newcastle of late they have been ascending in terms of their results and in terms of the display they put. Remember, they started in a high after eliminating Manchester City in the EFL Carabao Cup. Then they progressed to play against Burnley, where they won by 2-0. Now before that, they actually won 8-0 against Sheffield United. Then they defeated Burnley 2-0. So clearly, goals are not an issue for Newcastle. So they just need to continue being impressive in terms of their defense, because one thing which is for sure, Kylian Mbappe will be terrorizing them in terms of the runs which they will be making up front. People like Pavard, it's going to be a crazy match full of runs. So today the only thing I will actually urge Newcastle to do is to work on their defense, and they should work also on being clinical at the front. Isaac Wilson, you better do your assignment in the front. And then Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali, you have to make sure that you control that midfield like never before.
Almiron.
Then and also Almiron. Then at the back, people like Ban, people like Shah, people like Trippier, they have to make sure that they are as solid as never before. So this is a match whereby I feel like it's going to be tough. I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Well, as much as I expect an English team to win, let's just be fair. Although Newcastle, they have awakened up, we've seen from their recent performances. So this one, I'm expecting them to give PSG trouble. Now this one is real. Call me Mr. Octopus. Newcastle United, yeah, definitely I can see a draw. So also I'm going with a draw. I'm going with a 2-2 draw. It's going to be a very tough match, but Newcastle will play very well. So 2-2. On to Group G. Group G, we have a team with a very hard name. CR Vena Vesda will be at home welcoming Young Boys. And still on the same Group G, we have RB Leipzig will be hosting Manchester City. So Zevda against Young Boys.
Zevda. That name is crazy. If you know how to pronounce it, please talk to us. So Zevda, they're going to play Young Boys. Young Boys started well and they played very well in their last game. So as they are going to travel away, I feel like it's going to be an opportunity for them to actually experience how it is to play away, at least here. So this is a game which I really don't have much to say about it, but I can only say may the best team win. In this case, I'm going to favor the home team to at least pull a narrow win of 1-0.
Well, these young boys, these people, they call themselves young boys, but truly they're men. And I like their football because we've met them. So I'm going with Young Boys to win against this team with a hard name. So Young Boys, I'm giving you 3-0. RB Leipzig against Manchester City. Now, let me say something. Manchester City, they need to bounce back. They really need to bounce back. As considering the fact that they will be away, I'm going with a 1-1. But Manchester City, if you continue being shaky in your defense, these people might win. Considering the fact that they met in the last Champions League, and they really won by very many goals. Well, it was 6-0. If I can remember very well. So RB Leipzig are here to make a statement. So I'm going with 2-1. Don't hate on me. 2-1 in favor of the home team, Leipzig.
The defending champions of the Champions League, Manchester City, tonight traveling away to Germany to face RB Leipzig. Man City are coming to this game having actually been embarrassed or having lost surprisingly to Wolves away in the Premier League. They lost by 2-1, and also it was another game whereby they never took their chances, and due to that they were punished where possible. So as they're coming to this match in this game, I feel like Pep already has done his homework and he really knows what needs to be done. Of course, in the Premier League they missed Rodri, but clearly Rodri will be present in the Champions League. He's a very key player when we talk about him in the midfield. So that will be a boost for Manchester City. So tonight, as they are playing RB Leipzig, I feel like Man City will just be Man City. What I just don't know, currently Haaland's goal scoring prowess has reduced. He's not receiving the assist that we all used to know him to be getting, but he needs to actually learn to work with what he gets, because that's how it is for now. Players like Foden of course does his things, and of course now the combo of Alvarez and him and Haaland should be a scary combo for Leipzig. So in this case I feel like no bad blood for Leipzig, but I feel like the English boys will thrive tonight away. So give City a chance to actually score the goals that they have not scored for the last 2 games. This will be a 4-2 win for Man City.
On to the group H, which is the last one. We have Antwerp will be welcoming Shakhtar Donetsk, and still on the same group, FC Porto from Portugal will be welcoming FC Barcelona. So Antwerp against Shakhtar Donetsk. Antwerp will be at home.
Antwerp, the last time they played, they were away in Spain at Camp Nou, and they knew they don't know. Walijua wajui. They occulted a cool 5 goals from
5-0 like this
from Barcelona. So it was a clearly goal galore. So they will be at home, so they have a chance to actually salvage themselves and to showcase their fans that it was a mistake or it was an accident. So the question is, can they really display a good game against Shakhtar Donetsk? If you ask me, I'm actually a bit hesitant. I don't feel them that much. I feel like Shakhtar Donetsk will be they will be going away to dominate, and they will be going for the throats of these guys. So for me, I'll be sticking with Shakhtar Donetsk to win by 1-0.
Well, I'm going with a draw. This team called Royal Antwerp will be looking to at least bounce back from the humiliating 5-0 defeat. So I'm going with 1-1 because Shakhtar Donetsk are here for it. So the last match will be FC Porto, still on Group H. FC Porto will be at home against Barcelona.
Barcelona, the league leader, no, not league leaders, Real are the league leaders.
The group.
They're just the group leaders in their group. So FC Porto, Barcelona, this is also one of the highlights of tonight. It's one of the biggest games which will be played tonight. So this is a game whereby I don't want to lie to you guys. It's going to be a very interesting match for us to watch. So as Barcelona guys will be traveling to Portugal, so they really have to be careful with their defense, because Porto, they score goals. So if they don't defend well, they will be in for it. But still, I don't see any big opposition in this game. I still feel like Barcelona will be in it to actually bargain a win. So give Barcelona a chance to win by 3-1.
Well, FC Porto is more likely to surprise some people here, considering the fact that they will be at home. Barcelona, the traveling and the temperature and the climate, it will be new to them. So since FC Porto will be at home, I'm expecting them not to go down easily. So this one I'm going with a draw, which in turn will make that group very, very open for anybody. So we expect surprises. So FC Porto 2-2 with Barcelona.
So there it is, guys. That marks the end of match day 2 for you guys and for us also. So it has been good us discussing about Champions League matches. So I think that's where we leave it. So I think until we meet again on the weekend, we have a highlight match on the weekend, of course, is will it be again Arsenal will be meeting Man City?
Yeah, a team from Manchester.
Team from
and a team from London.
So keep it the gatekeepers. We will be sharing more with you about that match. So otherwise, guys, until we meet again, how do we do it, Pogba?